Washington, AP. US President Donald Trump started the week declaring a diplomatic breakthrough in his bid to prod Moscow and Kyiv closer to peace, announcing he had begun arranging for direct talks between Russia's Vladimir Putin and Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky. 4 days later, the Republican president's optimism has diminished. Russia's top diplomat made it clear Friday that Putin won't meet with Zelensky until the Ukrainians agree to some of Moscow's long-standing demands to end the conflict. It's a stinging setback for Trump, who had been touting his diplomatic blitz as resulting in indisputable momentum for a deal to halt a conflict he vowed as a candidate to end on day one in office. Trump said Friday he expected to make a decision on his next actions in 2 weeks if direct talks aren't scheduled. He raised the possibility of imposing new sanctions or tariffs on Russia, a threat he has previously floated but not followed through on. "We're going to see whether or not they have a meeting," Trump told reporters in an Oval Office appearance. "It'll be interesting to see. If they don't, why didn't they have a meeting? Because I told them to have a meeting. But I'll know what I'm going to do in 2 weeks." Trump has touted a breakthrough that wasn't. Trump announced Monday that he had begun making the arrangements for a Putin-Zelensky meeting soon after concluding White House talks with Zelensky and European leaders, as well as speaking by phone with Putin. European leaders cheered the president's tone at the White House meeting when he made vague promises to back European security guarantees for post-war Ukraine.
President Donald Trump meets with Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky in the Oval Office at the White House, Monday, August 18, 2025, in Washington.
Trump also appeared to ease European anxiety, heightened by his comments after his Alaska summit with Putin days earlier, when he appeared to tilt toward the Russian leader's demand for Ukraine to give up land seized by Russia. The European leaders even offered guarded optimism that Trump was making headway after he announced his plans for direct talks, followed potentially by three-way negotiations involving him. But uncertainty has grown in recent days about Putin's commitment to Trump's peacemaking efforts, as Russian officials raised objections about cornerstones of the nascent proposals on the negotiating table. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said Putin is ready to meet with Zelensky to discuss peace terms, but only after key issues first are worked out by senior officials. That could involve a protracted negotiating process because the two sides remain far apart. "There is no meeting planned," Lavrov said in a taped interview for NBC's Sunday show, Meet the Press with Kristen Welker. Putin is ready to meet with Zelensky when the agenda is ready for a summit, and this agenda is not ready at all.